All right, hello, and welcome. Today we're building out a complete sales funnel for a digital product using AI start to finish. In the next hour or so, we're going to build out more in this one sitting than most skilled funnel builders typically deliver in 2 weeks to a month. We're going to be using three main tools. We're going to be using Claude for copy and coding, ChatGPT for image creation, and GoHighLevel to host everything on. So we're going to be building the sales page, the checkout page, thank you page, and if we have time, we'll build out some upsells as well. So buckle up, pull up your laptop if you're following along, and let's get into it. So heading straight over to sites, I just create a new funnel, and you can name this whatever. So I actually already did one. Just name it. I named it Chess Front Funnel because we're going to be building out for this chess ebook in particular. Now just hit add or create new step. This one will just be sales page, and just hit create funnel step. Next, let's go over to just actually create from blank. Now let's go over to Claude. So what I did is I created a project inside of Claude. I created a project, and everything that we're going to be doing is going to be done inside this project. Basically, what a project is in Claude is it keeps everything everything pertaining to, like in this case, this ebook is going to keep everything contained inside of this project, all the chats, all the files, and everything. So it always has full context of what we're working on. So let's just say we are getting ready to build out the funnel for our chess ebook. Before we do so, however, we need a brand board that fits our ebook style. Give me some ideas. All right, so what a brand board is going to be basically the typography or the font and the colors and everything, and just the overall design. So while that's working, let's go back over here, and we're just going to add in, let's add in a column, and then we're going to add in what's going to be called HTML or code right here. All right, so let's add that in, and then let's strip all of the padding and the margin from around here. So over here in styles, you just select this element. Here on the top, you'll see padding. Let's get rid of that and get rid of this. And again, this video, if it seems like it's kind of all over the place, if it's kind of unstructured or whatever, it's kind of meant to be that way. This series is just me going through building out a entire info business the way I typically would, and just letting you watch over my shoulder. Hopefully this is valuable. Hopefully you get something from it. Let's just reduce this, take that away. Cool. All right, let's go back and see what Claude has to say. So old word, prestigious, modern, and sleek. Okay, well, let's actually go to our match the ebook you created. It is in the last chat in this project. Check the artifacts. All righty, cool. Book will tell you. Okay, you basically just needed to get it to go back and look at info is in the last chat. So it needs to go back and get the context for this specific book. Found it. Actual ebook artifact. All right, let's see if we can pull up this thing here. Okay. All right. Black and blue, black, yellow aesthetic. Okay, so now it's building out a kind of a brand board. Let me actually download this. So you probably can't see, but I have another screen to my right. So let me just drag and drop this in here. So this is our book here. Stop hanging your pieces. Okay, so this is the ebook. I'll actually scroll through here and take a look. Okay, let me actually pull the second chat up here. Okay, so let's just go through. We're going to want to match our ebook kind of style pretty good. So we have this yellow, we have this black, obviously white, and this looks like maybe just a standard serif font. Okay, same for this background. Okay, so we actually don't need it. It looks like it got the context of that pretty good. So here's our brand board. This is going to be kind of the colors and the fonts and whatnot that we're going to be going for. Let's see. Let's add this, download it to the file. Actually, let's see. Great. Put that in an artifact so I can add it to the project. All right, cool. Now, next we need some, what are they called? Mockups. We need some mockups for our product. All right, and so a mockup, if you don't know, it's kind of like, so for a physical product, you can take pictures of the physical product and you can post it. For a digital product, you can't really do that. So you've probably seen stuff that looks like this. I didn't mean to do that. You've probably seen stuff that looks like this. Like this is a digital product, but it's just kind of packaged up in a product style, if that makes sense. So we're just going to take a few of these. Okay, here's one. Let's just grab a few of these and send them over to Mr. Claude. And so it has some examples. Here's another one. This one looks good. Copy image. Okay. All right, now, so an artifact is basically this thing here, and it'll pop up out of the side. And the reason I asked it to do that is so that I can add it to the project. So again, this is the project that we built, and this is, once we add it to the project, it's gonna make, so going forwards, anything that it codes for us will fit this, this brand board. So we can just close this for now. Here are some example mockups that I think are good, but we need them to match our product and brand board. So let's just see. Typically, ChatGPT is a lot better at creating images. Let's see. Let's give it just a second. All right. So this ebook, so what deliverables actually exist in the product? It is an ebook, but also has checklists, worksheets, and whatnot in there. Make it look more than it is. Visual stack only. Okay, let's just go for a visual stack. Give me 2 or 3 options to pick from. So sales page hero section. All right. So let's see what this comes up with. Now, what we're also going to have to do for context is, can we download this? Yeah, download the file. Now let's go over to ChatGPT. Let's drag this brand board in. Again, this brand board is going to keep everything on brand as far as colors and whatnot. Here is my brand board. I will be giving you some tasks shortly. Stand by. Cool. All right, let's go back over here. All right, so what this is doing is basically pulling up some mockups for us so we can pick from them. This, we don't really need this anymore. We can get rid of that. And we don't need this anymore. So now while this is working, let's go over here. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to have Claude code this for us, and then we're going to put it in this HTML file here. So for now, let's just hit save. And let's go back and let's clone this funnel step. We're going to need, need a sales page, a checkout form, and a thank you page. So let's clone it one more time. And typically I would have, I would have a sales page, a checkout page, and an upsell page, and then a downsell page, and then a second upsell. So I don't know if we're gonna have time to do all that today, but we'll at least make so we can make money, right? We'll at least get this thing live. So let's just change this to checkout form. Change this to order. All right, update page. And again, if I'm going too fast, or if you're trying to follow along here and I'm going too fast, just feel free to slow it down and rewind it, or however you want to do it. But this is going to be our thank you page. I'm trying to pack as much value in here as fast as I can. All right, let's copy that actually. All right, let's zoom in just a bit. All right, now let's see where Claude is. So Claude is still working over here. So while this is working, let's actually go, we're going to have to buy a domain to actually host this on. So go over here to settings, scroll down to domains and URL redirects, and just go to purchase domain. So now we need to figure out a domain name. So this could be whatever your brand name is. We'll do, geez, what's a good thing for a chess book? So, you know what? We're going to do obschess.com. OBS for Obsidious, just because it's my current brand name. So let's give this a go. Sweet, okay. obschess.com is available, so let's go ahead and buy that. Agree to terms and conditions and pay. Give this just a minute. All right, so now that's working. Let's see if Claude, so Claude is still working here. Let's see where it is. So beautiful, hero stack. Okay, so it's still working. Okay, so here's one. Yeah, I don't love it. I don't love that one. Yeah, I don't love that one either. Okay, yeah, let's just stop Mr. Claude, what he's doing. So, all right, I'm going to use GPT for the image creation. Give me 3 prompts for GPT to give me a few options to work with. All right, so yeah, so this is what we're using ChatGPT for, to actually create images. So Claude it's excellent for coding. It's much more advanced for a lot of tools that we use, but for some reason, I don't know why their image creation is not great. So just paste that in, and let's duplicate this tab. Let's grab the second prompt, and let's open a new chat. Let's paste that prompt in, duplicate it one more time. And again, this is just to speed up the whole process. Prompt 3, let's copy this one and put that in there. All right, so this is going to create our mockups. Hopefully this is a little more than what we got from Mr. Claude. Hopefully we can actually work with this here. Excuse me. Let's see. Modern tablet. Okay. So that's much better. Okay, let's see. It's the second one, what this one looks like. Yeah. Okay, that's good, but okay, let's do this. Let's say I would like a desktop in the background, laptop, a tablet, and a phone. Add a golden glow around each and add in some more chess pieces. Okay, so again, this image is going to be used for to actually sell our product and to kind of represent it. So it needs to look very, very good. This is going to be what catches people's eye. Okay. So while we're waiting on ChatGPT to work on this, I'm gonna actually let's take it one thing at a time. I want to make sure people can actually follow along with this. I don't want to go too crazy with it. Let's give the same prompt to here and the same prompt. Did we see this one yet? Okay, this one actually doesn't look too bad. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad, but let's add in some more. All right, let's give this just a minute to finish creating these images, and we'll see what we come up with. All right, so, okay. Much better. I actually like that. I actually like that a lot. That might be the one, but let's see what these two come up with. Okay. Okay, so this one, nice. Super nice. Okay. Let's see. What do we use? Too good. These are too good. Okay. Okay. I like this one. I like this one better. Okay, so we're not going to use this one. We're not going to use this one. We're going to use either this one or whatever this created. 90-day checklist. Let's do this one. I like this one. All right, so what we're going to do is download that. Now, if you're using ChatGPT images on a website, keep in mind ChatGPT's images are the files are pretty big. And what that's going to do is, let's go to Squish. So just go to squish.app. What this is going to do is basically make your image a lot lighter, if that makes sense. So like if you have a large image or like a large file on your website and somebody tries to load your website, it's going to take your website it's going to slow your website down, basically. So just go to squish.app, drag and drop that image in here, and then just hit download. So you can see it took 91. It's going to make the image look like basically the exact same. If you look super close, you can see it makes it a tiny bit more blurry, but it basically just reduces the file size by 90 plus percent typically. So just download that. Now let's go in here. Let's go back to sites. Let's go here. And now we have to add in this image here. Excuse me. All right. So just adding this image here. Bear with me. Okay, so now that that's opened up, all right, let's add in an image, and you'll see what I'm going to do here in a second. Just drag and drop this in, and this will pull up the image element. Click on this, go over here to the little image icon, and okay, now drag and drop this in here. What this is going to do is basically going to host this image inside of your GoHighLevel platform. It's going to give you a URL. So you're going to copy this, and now what happens when you take this URL and you just paste it in here? It's going to pull up this image. So what this is going to allow you to do is go to Mr. Claude and give it that URL. Here is our hero image mockup. I need you to produce my hero HTML for the sales page. Context. I am going to have you code the entire website, but in chunks. So instead of one pass, it will be 3 code chunks. The purpose for this is so that I can embed GoHighLevel's native CTA buttons. Okay. All right. And now we can go back to here and we can actually get rid of this. We just needed to do that to upload the image. You can also go to media storage back and out, but we're just going to do this for now. So we can get rid of that. And here, what we're going to do is copy this 3 times. So 1, 2, 3. Actually 4. And the top one, let's get rid of, let's go over to layers, page, section, column bar, first column, custom code. All right, let's delete this. I'm just deleting the code section in the top one because I'm going to put a button there. Wrong one. I'm going to put a button there instead of that piece of code. So hit add and then just type in button. All right. Sweet. Now select this section and go to stick to bottom on scroll. What that's going to do is when people are on your website, you've probably seen this if you bought a product or whatever, as you scroll, the button stays down here on the bottom as you scroll so that you can click it whenever. That's basically what purpose this is going to serve. It's going to make so this button sticks to the bottom of people's screens when they scroll. And to do that again, you just make so the section, which you can select here, just make sure the section sticks to bottom on scroll. Okay, so let's just leave that for now. Go back to here. Need to cut it. No, heroes image headlines. You don't do any CTAs. I will handle all CTAs myself. Okay. All right, so now this is going to basically code the first section. So while that's working, let's take this first section. We're going to have a button between each of these pieces of code, if that makes sense. So there's going to be a button here and a button here. So hit add element and put another button right there. Duplicate it and grab this one and drag it down one more. Perfect, perfect. And it should look something like this. I know this it doesn't look like anything right now, but just trust me, it's going to look pretty sweet when we get done with it. So put this 10, make this 0. Same here. 0, 0, 10, and 10, 10, 0, 0. And again, if you, I don't, depending on how familiar you are with building web pages, it might feel like it's taking you forever to figure out something that I'd done super quick, like add a button, for example. It might take you a while to figure that out. Just don't get frustrated. It took me forever to learn as much as I know now as far as how to build web pages and how to actually do it quickly and efficiently. So if I'm moving, way faster than you're able to move, don't worry about it. You'll get there. Just if you get stuck somewhere, just take a screenshot of it, send it over to Claude. Excuse me. Or leave a comment, shoot me a DM inside of the Skool group, and I will be glad to help you out with it. But yeah, like I said, just don't feel bad if it's taking you hours and hours and you still haven't gotten very far. Just keep working at it, and you will get there. Okay. So here's our first section. So this is basically what our website's going to look like. So instant access, PDF format, same system. Helping us missing threads, how to go from 500 without setting openings, watching hours of videos, remember, with just 30 minutes a day. Okay. Cool. Okay, so now what we're going to do, this is basically what it coded. I don't know if I love it. I don't know if I love it. I think the headline is too long. That's gonna take way too much space above the fold. In 90 days, studying chat, watching hours of videos. Let's see. How about, let's take this, replace this with our hook, which is actually I think it was even if you are not smart. Smart even if you are. Okay, that could be. What do you think of that one? Again, we have to keep in mind that we're going to be running cold traffic with this, so it's a strong hook direction, but the exact wording is a problem. Insults the bot. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. So obviously, I think it's kind of hilarious, but not everybody will, so you have to keep that in mind. Okay. This would work even if you blender. Okay, do this one. Let's do this one. Do this one and remove the remove the 30 minutes a day. All right, so what we're trying to do now is just kind of compact this because that's going to take up way too much space, especially on mobile. You make that smaller. Yeah, it just looks like way too much text. And the above the fold section, which is basically when somebody loads in your website, the first chunk that they see is going to be by far the most important. In 90 days, same. Start running wheel games, even if you stuck for months. Hey, puzzles we can't sell. Okay, let's copy this. Delete. And make this part make this part smaller font, maybe like a subhead. I want to compact the above the fold a little more. So the above the fold or the hero section, whatever you think of it as. All right, so let's see here. I also think I might want, do I want to, I think we'll leave I think the background is okay. Okay. So, how to go from 500 to 1,000 logo in 90 days, even if you feel stupid every time you play. Simple system to help. Okay, this is good. 90 days, 500 logo. Okay, sweet. I like it. I like it. So, we're going to copy this. And we're going to paste that into here. All right, sweet. Great. Go for chunk 2. Optimize the link. Yeah, let's just see this. Let's just give it what comes next. So social proof, we're going to do this because we don't have any testimonials yet. So we're just going to use this one. So problem, pain, agitation. Perfect. Love it. So yeah, Claude has made it so easy to build sales pages. Like you used to have to sit here and design everything yourself and code it yourself, depending on how you design it, and you know make all this yourself, which would take forever. And the image that we had GPT create, this one here, would have taken a long time to get this quality. And AI has literally just changed everything. And you can build now, in an afternoon what used to take 2 months when I started out to build something of equivalent quality. So it's just gotten so good. It's made everything so much better. And if you know how to use AI, and you know what makes a good sales page and what makes a good funnel, you can really do some damage with it. So let's see. This is about done here. For screenshot preview, start recruitment screenshot and running command. Okay, so it's trying to pull up the display here. Chunk 2. There we go. All right, so let's copy this. First of all, scroll through it. Reason. Okay, I really don't like how the headline is like that. Like it looks very fuzzy, if you know what I mean. The headline looks pretty blurred and looks like the weight may be too high. So I'm just going to try to fix this here before, come on. Okay. Swap, use enter 800. Okay. So yeah, that's just way too blurry. It just looks bad. All right, same swap for secondary headline. Okay, there we go. Much better. Let's wait until it's done. Nice. Okay, still making edits. Puzzles, touch tactics. All right. All right, so this should be it. We should be able to copy this now. Let's wait until it's completely done. I don't want to copy it before it's done with its edits. Test private day, but it's not translating. Your puzzle rating is way higher than your game rating. You can solve it on the screen, but never see it on the board. Okay. Sweet. All right, now let's copy this. Nice. Now the third section. All right. Solution. Pricing offer, second with bonuses, guarantee, final close. 1, 1, and 4, and 4. This one needs to be pretty long. All right, so now let's copy this. Sweet. Let's copy this, go back over to our sales page and paste this in. Just hit save. And then when we're done with this, we do need to connect the domain that we bought, which we need to do a little more configuration on that before we actually can connect it. But for now, let's just wait until this is done. So this is still trying to code out the rest of our page. In the meantime, we're going to link to open pop-up. Okay. Open pop-up, open pop-up. You know what? Let's actually change this to next step. For now, we'll just do next step. This is I could make a whole nother video on this particularly, but for now we're just going to do next step. So when somebody clicks on the get started button, they'll be sent to the checkout page. All right, so when this is working, let's just go ahead and hit save on this. And let's, since that's going to be the last piece of our sales page, let's go back to the domain, see if our domain is finished getting set up. So okay, no connected products. Perfect. All right, so hit connect products, and then you're going to connect this domain. Continue. And let's just give it a second to finish configuring the domain. Okay. Okay, we'll hit add records. A lot of times it tries to go high level for some reason, doesn't do great with auto setting up auto authorizing the domain. But we'll see. Sometimes you have to add these manually. So let's just wait and see what happens with this. See where Claude is. Okay, let's duplicate this so we don't mess up what it's doing. Duplicate this tab, and we'll go back. While that's working, let's go back to sites, chest front funnel, go back to our sales page, and now we need to add this chunk in here at the bottom. So I think we already added this one, right? Yeah, we added this one. We just have to add this bottom one in. All right. So this is going to be our last chunk here. Sweet. All right, let's copy this. And let's paste this in here. Now we have one more coding task right now for Claude. Now I need the custom CSS to put at the sorry, to put in the custom CSS section in GHL to affect all of the buttons on the sales page. Okay, let's just see what it comes up with. So right now you can see that before I write it, driven button classes depending on what element you use. All CTA style identically. Primary. Not sure. All CTA styled identically. One big yellow button everywhere. Let's do one gradient CTA button, not too large because one of them will be sticky. I don't need the JS for the sticky one. Just the CSS. CSS is just the styling of the button. Excuse me. I'm thinking a nice gradient with 10 to 15 padding on the top and bottom at the most. I don't like them to be too large. All right. Yes. Cool. All right. Now let's let it write our CSS code for the buttons. And let's give this just a second. And again, what this is going to do is take our buttons from looking like this, weird blue color to actually looking on brand. So let's change this from get started to get access now. This is fine. We can change this to get instant access, actually. And then subtext 30-day money back promise. Let's do 30 days money back. 30-day money back. Cool. And let's put that there. Get instant access. Cool. All right, and here is our custom CSS. So we're going to copy this, and we're going to take this and put it. Is it finished? Yeah, it's good. All right, we're going to copy this, and we're going to put it all the way up here at the top at the custom CSS section. It's going to be a little paintbrush. You just copy this in and hit save, and this should affect the buttons. It did not affect the buttons. Okay, so let's see. Button, I think it has to actually say button. Let's see. You know what we have to do? We have to grab this identifier and put it in here. So instead of this CTA button save, okay, it's that's definitely not right. For sure, that's not right. Okay. All right, let's see. This is not. Yeah, that's not going to work. Okay, hold on. First of all, we need to get Claude these CSS selectors so it can basically target these buttons. It should target that button, also this one, also this one. Okay. It's probably going to try to do the same thing, but just target those buttons. But we'll see. Let's see what it looks like. It might work. Let's take a look. This, we can get rid of this. All right. Behavior, let's just take a look at this. Left, brighter yellow, black shadow, border color, okay. Slightly taller on small screens. All right. Let's say it might try to just do the same thing, but just on these buttons. Yeah, that is not it right there. That most certainly is not it. That looks awful. First of all, select no border. Border style should be none. That looks very bad. Screenshot that. That looks awful. Way too obnoxious. And yellow. All right. In the meantime, we also have to. Wow, that is that is spongy. That has some jiggle. That's hilarious. All right. Let's just get rid of all this. We don't want any border. Oh, we can actually. Color. None. Okay. Is that actually? That is actually terrible. I do not like that at all. It's okay. We'll get it fixed. Let's do none. And let's do none. For some reason it's yeah, it doesn't have a border, but it's showing this internal border here, separate from the button, and it's yeah, let's see if Claude can fix it. Constrain the web. The sensible max, so the red is a button, not a banner. Kill the 3D shelf shadow. Okay, yeah, it should be able to fix all of this. I was thinking it might be this internal button might be a border inside of here, but it looks like ours is fine. What do you feel? Yeah, yeah, it's definitely not anything that we've done here. Yeah, that just looks pretty gnarly. It's okay. All right, let's see. Okay, this is done. Let's grab this. Okay, so it's still working here. Okay. Wrapper bleed is gone. Running command. Script. Yeah, let me actually maybe I should get an example HTML. Let's see. Cities. Give me just a moment. Just bear with me here. Elements, console, memory. Okay. Let's see. Check out obsidious.ai/masterclass. Wrappers not okay. Let's see. Maybe this will work. Before we do that, let's check and see if that fixed it. Let's see. Control. Save. All right. That's better. Much better. Do I love it though? That is debatable. I mean, obviously we have to fix the text color because the text color needs to be the same. You know what? Let's actually just get rid of the 30-day money back thing. That looks much better. Yeah, it's actually good. I like that. Sweet. All right. Now let's hit save and let us preview our sales page. So we can hit the little eyeball icon here and nope, that's not going to work. One thing we forgot to do is to change the background color to transparent. Let's try transparent. We might have to do black. But let's see if transparent works. Because with the way we coded it, it shows the background as black, but here it's rendering, yeah, it's still rendering as white. Okay, let's change it to black. Background to black, perfect. Let's save. We can get rid of these two here. All right, let's let that save. And then let's see what it looks like. It should look a lot better if it ever saves. All right, so this is what we're working with. That's not gonna work. What color? What color is the background on the sales page? Okay, so it looks kind of odd because see how this mismatched color is here? That's obviously not going to work, so we have to match this background color that we set as black to whatever color that is. So near black, the softer. Okay, borders and dividers. Page background color. I think that's just solid black though, no? Let's see. Let's add a custom color. It's not quite, but it's close. I still don't think that's gonna make much of a difference. Yeah, because see how this is like jammed between here? I don't love it, but you know what? We could actually just add some padding back in and then make it look a lot better. So over here in styles, sorry, not padding, margin. Let's add 20 margin. All right, let's go to the desktop view. On the desktop, we'll want 20 above, 20 below it, just to add some space between the buttons and the, excuse me, between the buttons and the section above and below it. Just grab this button, 20, oh, we can't do that. Are you kidding me? Okay. We have to add these in their own. How are we going to do this? So let's clone this. Let me think. Clone this, drag this button down here. There we go. And get rid of this one. And that should, and now we can get rid of this one, right? Which section is this? Chunk 1 of 3. This should be chunk 1 of 3 as well. Okay, so wait, so yeah. So now we can get rid of this. And now that we have that in its own piece, we can add margin outside of it. So 20 here and 20 here. And let's do the same thing for this. So let's see, we duplicated the, how did we do that? Okay, yeah, we duplicated the column. Come on, if I could, you know what, the section will work too. Just gonna grab this, take it down here. Sweet. Get rid of this button. And we can also get rid of 3, because 2 of 3, that's also 2 of 3. Okay, we can get rid of this one. All right, now, sweet. All right, so we basically just had to put it in a separate element here so that we could add our correct margin. So let's add that, and then in this view, now we have it, we can do the same thing here. So here we don't want as much as on desktop just because the phone is a lot smaller than a computer, and so it doesn't look nearly as good. Here, same thing here, reduce this down to 10 and reduce this down to 10 as well. 10, 10, 10. Okay, cool. That should look a lot better. Let's save it and let's check it out. There was just way too much the last time. Okay, much nicer. All right. That is a lot better. That is a lot better. Maybe a little more on that one, but that's pretty close. Maybe a little more on the bottom of that one too, but this looks good. This actually looks really good. I love it. I like it. All right, sweet. And now you see how this button stays down here on the bottom? Even when we scroll, it stays hovered down there. That's the sticky button that we added earlier. Now, the real test is to see what it looks like on mobile. So if you hold Control Shift and hit the I button on your keyboard, you'll see what it looks like on the cell phone. So this is what it looks like on the phone, which is pretty nice. I like it. Oh, that's very nice too. I like how that looks on mobile. That looks very good on mobile. You're studying theory, you don't need, openings don't matter, get instant access. All right. So that is a pretty good first draft of our sales page. We're going to, honestly, I think that's probably good for now. We'll all obviously test this down the road, but for now, that's a good first draft, and we could probably make some sales with just that right there. So the next thing to do is to obviously save that. You don't want to undo your progress. And now here, back inside the domain thing, in your domains, once you have gotten that set up, select link domain with funnel, and it's going to be your chess front funnel. And the default step is going to be the sales page, and just proceed to finish. All right, and let's give it a second. And what this is going to do is make so you can actually host that website on that URL. So now you should be able to connect the domain. Connect your domain for a live link. Okay, we'll probably have to refresh it. So let's just hit refresh and see if it lets us hook the domain up to our sales page now so that we can actually start sending traffic to that sales page. Sweet. Okay, so nice. So here, this is our URL. So if we click on it, it'll open it up. It's in its own sales page. And there you go. There you go. Sweet. So there is your sales page. That is essentially it for now. Alrighty, now that we're done with our sales page, we have to do our checkout page and our, excuse me, and our thank you page. So let's change this one to checkouts. We'll just copy that, paste that in. We're just going to update the names of the steps here. All right, let's go to the thank you page. Let's name this thank you. And this one, let's do thank you. And then a string of numbers. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter too much here, so thank you. All right. Now that we have our sales page, checkout page, and the thank you form, again, we've already finished the thank you form here. Or the sales page, we've already finished it. And let me just go over this sales page really quick. And again, we just put this together in, I don't know, maybe an hour or so. And it looks better than like most info product sales pages. Tell you what, let's actually go to Obsidius, which is, so this is my personal one. And you've probably seen this page before if you're watching this video. But down the line, you can change your image out, which is this right here. You can change this out for a video, like a VSL. You can also add in some cool backgrounds and really just go all out with it. You can add in more images. You can add in testimonials. You can add in different designs, different effects with it and whatnot. This took, and obviously you have your FAQ here. So you can definitely, build something out that's more like this and spend a lot more time on it, which is what I did. And this page has been through, I don't know, probably 30 different versions and different split tests. But to get started, you don't have to build anything, this elaborate. You can just start with, something like this is more than enough to just test and see if there's interest in the product. And if there's, if people start buying it, if there's interest in the product, if you can make some sales with it, then that's a good sign. Then you can start, split testing it and really refining it like I did with the Obsidius page here. But like I said, this is good enough for the test. Excuse me. So the next thing to do is to do the checkout form. Before you do the checkout form, though, you need to set up a payment processor, which I have already done. It's not really something I can walk you through here, but you just go to payments and then go to integrations. I use Easy Pay Direct, but I would suggest if you're starting out, I would suggest you use Stripe. So you just click the connect button. They're going to ask you to sign up for an account, fill in some of your personal information, and then once you've done that, you can just hit the connect button and sign into your account. That's essentially it as far as connecting a payment provider. The next thing that we need to do is go back to Claude and say, now, excuse me, we have to set up a checkout page. I have to embed the checkout form natively. So give me 2 chunks, one for above the form and one for below. Keep the above one minimal. Okay, because you don't want the, so if they've made it to the checkout form, that means your sales page done its job. The purpose of the sales page is just to get them to the checkout form. So the checkout form is just to get them to put their credit card information in and actually check out. So we're not going to be doing a ton of sales on this one. We just need to get them through the process as quickly as possible. Excuse me. So while that's working, I come over here to your checkout, and you're going to want to have two HTML files here. So you can just duplicate this one, and you can actually just drag this one up. And you want them both in the same section there. And then you're going to want to select the one-step, I think it's called one-step order. Add this element right in between the two. Just like that. And then you're not going to need like shipping and whatnot because you don't ship info products, obviously. So come over here to this side. I'll turn this off and select hide shipping. Also hide the company name that's over here somewhere. Email address, company name. Okay. Hide company name. And hide phone number. I found it convert. Excuse me. Sorry. I found it converts the best when you just have the full name and the address. You don't need their phone number or anything like that. And that's essentially it. Also, you're going to want to remove the coupon thing. It's going to be down here. It's going to be a toggle. Enable coupon. You can turn that off. And shipping in your info, you can, I think you can delete that actually. Shipping in your info. Yeah, you can just get rid of that too. Cool. All right, let's see what Claude comes up with. Excuse me. All right, this is to be above the fold. We also need to check out. So first of all, let's make the background here black because that's our background color. Let's make that black. All right. This is this bottom one is good. So okay, the second chunk, which is here, chunk 2, it goes below the form. So it's going to be inside of this HTML file here. So just paste that in. Now the first one, this one here, I'm trying to decide if this is trying to do too much selling. You know what? Let's just go with it. I think that's good, probably. We can always split test this down the road. All right, just hit save and save this. Again, this is much, much simpler than the sales page because you're not having to do near the heavy lifting on the checkout form as you are on the sales page. You just want it pretty simple, pretty clean, pretty straightforward. You don't want too much going on here. Excuse me. All right, let's see what that looks like. Okay, see what it looks like on the cell phone. Again, okay, yeah, that's good. I like that. Okay, and you'll see here it says no payment method available. We'll fix it. We'll fix that in a minute. Okay, yeah, I think that's pretty good for a checkout page. Yeah, like that. So one thing I would split test down the line, and we'll get into split test later on in the series. But one thing I would split test is just removing this part, so that you just have this top section and then your order form, which I think would probably be better. You know what? Let's do that. That's just a small thing. Remove this from the first chunk and put it in the second instead. The little order summary section. Cool. All right, so yeah, we're just going to have it move that. I think it'll look a little cleaner if we had like I said, this put underneath the order form instead of on top. So let's go ahead and do that. One more thing we're gonna have to do is get the CSS for the, actually let's change the button color to the yellow color that we're using on the sales page. It's more like this. See if we can get that color. Let's see. It's more, I think it's more yellow, like probably like this. Rustic yellow. That looks pretty good. All right, button color, button text color. Let's change that to black. It looks a little better. And the button size, I think that's also good. I think the button size is good too. Okay, sweet. All right, let's see. All right, so Claude is still working on swapping this around. Excuse me. Okay, this says done here. So this, yeah, it's just finishing up here. And then we're going to take this and just replace the two pieces we put in earlier. And then I'll show you what it looks like. I think it'll look a little cleaner. We're pretty much done with GPT for now. Okay. All right, let's see what this looks like. So this is the overall piece. That's it. Okay, so that's gonna, here we go. All right, so this is gonna be above the checkout form, this piece right here, and then the other piece is gonna be under it. So let's change that up quick. Okay, save that. Let's grab the second one. And let's put that in here. There we go. And save that, and let's wait for that to save, and then we'll give this a refresh and see what it looks like. I think, like I said, I think it'll, it's not, you know, it's not a huge difference. It's just enough to, you know, get an extra 1 or 2 conversions probably. Okay, much better. I think that'll convert a little better. Okay. So the next thing to do is actually fix that situation where it says no products available. We'll fix that in a moment. For now, just hit publish. And then let's go back, and we need to find our actual product, which I thought we had uploaded to GoHighLevel. Maybe we didn't. Let's see. Actually, I thought maybe I downloaded it earlier. Here we go. Okay, sweet. So let's download this. This is the ebook or the PDF that we made. Okay, failed to download files. Let's see. Here we go. Okay, so we'll download that. Now you're going to want to go back and go to media storage here on the left. Excuse me. And take your ebook, your PDF, and just drag it and drop it into your media storage. Uh-oh, what happened here? Okay, now hit get link. Hit the little 3 dots, hit get link. And what this is going to do is you're going to, once people check out, you're going to put this link in front of them, or you're going to show them this link, which is the link to your ebook. So if you just type in this, we can get rid of this thing. Type this in and hit enter. This is going to be the ebook right here. So 112 pages. That's essentially it. So we've went over this before, but you can see it's got all the charts and everything in there. So we're going to take this link and go back into Claude. All right. Now for the thank you page, we are going to put this link on the thank you page. Hold on. Page so they can get immediate access. This is the link to the PDF. Please put a preview window and the link to access it on the page, and deliver me the full HTML. All right. You know what? I sent this to the wrong chat. My bad. Let's go back. I just copy this. Go back to, this is, wait. No, that's the wrong chat. Okay. This is where we were. Okay. All right. Send that to Claude. And now let's go back and let's go to sites, just front funnel, and the thank you page. And we're going to put this output into the thank you page here. Let's give it just a minute. Got it, building thank you page, PDF preloading, download access, single deliverable HTML. Okay. Very good. Now, typically it would be more than just a sales page, checkout page, and thank you. I would also do like an upsell. Okay, so basically, after they get done with the checkout, you send them to another page where they can basically upgrade their order for an additional cost. And then if they decline that, they go to a downsell. Or if they accept it, they go to another upsell, if that makes sense. I don't think we have time to cover that today. I'll probably cover that in maybe the next series or whatever. Today, I just wanted to get it to a point to where we can actually start making sales with our funnel. So this is just a simple 3-step funnel. Let's see if Claude is about done with this here. Thank you, page HTML. Okay, download ebook. Okay, so let's copy this. Let's go back to our thank you page and let's paste this in here. We're going to make the background black. Background. There we go. Let's make it black. And let's publish it. Let's give it a preview, see what it looks like. All right, so this is it. Order complete, access granted. You're in. Welcome to the system. Your copy of 500,000 ELO in 90 days is ready. If you hit download the ebook, it will open this up here. And this is where they can go and they can read the ebook that you created or your guide, whatever you want to call it. And here's this cool little preview that we have here, this preview window, where they have direct access to it right here. And from here, they can download it, add it to their Google Drive or whatever. That's actually really sick. Let me see what it looks like on mobile. Okay, very cool. Nice. All right, that's very cool. Let's see, read chapter 1 tonight, run the 30-minute routine, check 90 days, one more thing. Copy this. Okay. All right, so very good. Now let me show you, there's a couple more things we need to do. One is we need to actually add this product in as a product so that they can actually pay for it. So go over to payments and is it under payments or is it, yeah, payments, and then go to products and hit create product. And the name of this is 500 to 1,000 ELO in 90 days. Okay. And then the price is going to be down here. One time, $27. One time fee or one time charge of $27. And just hit save. And then there's going to be an option to add in. Actually, maybe is it in here? Yeah. So here, select. So click into. Okay, let me go back. So under this section, if you click on the pricing right here, click into it, and then you scroll down, select digital product. Press on, okay, select digital product, and then just hit save. And then you're going to go back to sites, select your checkout form, and then go over to products. Products, hit add product, and it should give you the option to add that one. Yeah. So after you add the product, then like we just did, again, go to products and add that product to this page and select the price, which is $27, like we just input, and hit save. So now what this should do is, if you remember, it said no product available, please set product or something like that. That should take care of that. Please connect to one leads. Place one payment integration. Okay, I thought I had already connected the payment processor. Which I think I did. Let's actually just go here and take a look. No payment method available. Okay, so that's a payment provider issue. So I'll have to come into payments, integrations. Okay, so easy pay direct. I'll probably have to go into the back end of my easy pay direct account and just make sure that, because this is a brand new GoHighLevel sub account or sub profile, whatever you call it. So I'll probably just need to go in and confirm the integration on the back end. But again, if you're using Stripe, you'll just do that right here. Just hit connect, sign into your account, and you'll be all good to go. So that is essentially it for this video. In the next one, we'll either go through setting up the upsells. We'll probably actually just go through setting up the ads for it, honestly, because we're ready to start traffic. Obviously, after I confirm the payment situation,